Hello everyone, it is Monday, August the 22nd, 2022, and I'm Shelly. This is my channel Proverbs 31:22, where I share about my stitching life, quilting, cross stitch mostly, some crochet every now and then, a little bit of diamond painting every now and then. So I'm glad you all are here. If you haven't subscribed, would you please consider subscribing? I would appreciate it. And if you see something that you like, make sure you click the like button down below. So, start of a new week. I do my videos vlog style currently. I'm not sure how that's going to change. If you watched my last video, you know that I was considering starting to go back to work, and I went this morning and shadowed someone in the position that I would be working in, and I did decide to take the job. So I will start working tomorrow. It's 8 to 4, Monday through Thursday, with an hour for lunch. And so, you know, there may be an opportunity to, you know, film when I get off, film on my lunch hour, that kind of thing. But I'm also off completely on Fridays, and so it may be that I just decide to do Friday videos at the end of the week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I shadowed for about an hour and a half up front at the checkout position. This is at an internal medicine clinic in Florence, Alabama. And yeah, there was a person, a third person that works up there. The check-in person was out, and it still was, you know, and it's a Monday, so usually that makes it crazier than it normally is, and it still was pretty calm. I mean, it was busy, but it wasn't like crazy busy, overwhelming. The last two places that I've worked, the front desk have been nightmares. And so, yeah, hopefully this will be better. And we'll see how it goes. So I've worked for this administrator before in another clinic, and so we know one another. The software that they use is the software that was used at the last cardiology clinic I worked at, so there's no learning curve with the software. So those are all, you know, positives. The schedule's a positive for sure. The negative is that they don't offer health insurance. But, you know, I have insurance right now with my husband at his job, but he's planning to retire in the next few years. And so, you know, either this will get me back into the industry where I can get a job somewhere that they offer insurance, or my salary can pay for, you know, individual insurance for us. I don't know. We'll see how everything plays out. So, I'm here to just give you a little update. And I did work on my autumn ABCs yesterday. This is from Little House Needleworks. And so I'm keeping up with what I've set my goals at to have this finished by next month. So I got all the way through the R. I think my goal was actually, you know, part of the R, so I actually went past what my goal was. So this is a 36 count mushroom linen, and I'm using my own choices of flosses in overdyes mostly. The yellow on the house is an anchor. The rest of them are all overdyes. And yeah, so cute little pumpkins. So I got that done. I haven't stitched any on my daily age piece in the last few days, but I did stitch on a magazine piece. This is called Easter Party Tray. I don't have my sheet in front of me, so I'll put across the screen down at the bottom what issue magazine it's from, but my goal for Magazine Monthly Challenge was to get the A done and the bunny. I wasn't able to completely get done with the bunny, but, you know, I will try to do that this month, so. And this, I don't know the fabric. I don't remember the fabric. Pretty sure it's a 36 count though, because it's using one strand. I'm using let's see, some overdyes, a black anchor, and then these big chunky ones, or some thrifted floss that was from a kit. So I thought these colors were all pretty together. And then I also worked on my temperature chart. This is from Apricot Polka Dot over on Etsy. And I stitch on this every 2 weeks so I can keep, you know, caught up so it's not so overwhelming. And so this is a 14 count black chalkboard, black Ada. And I'm using her called for DMC flosses. I think it's so pretty. So pretty. That's it. That's all I've stitched on since I filmed last. I am going to spend some time in a minute stitching on my Shannon Christine ornaments, since it's on that black and I really need the daylight to get things done on it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's one big positive about this job. And I may have said this at the beginning of the video. I don't know. My memory's atrocious since COVID. But this is the first clinic that I'm going to work at that they actually close the doors for lunch. And so it's an hour lunch break. So, you know, usually it takes 20 minutes or so to eat. And so I'll have, you know, a good 40 minutes or so, you know, 30 minutes, something like that to stitch. So that is a good thing. I will have some time during the day to stitch a little bit, and then I can do the rest of what I need to do when I get home. So yeah. That's it. That's all I've got. I'll see you guys later in the week. Hey everybody. It's Monday, August the 29th, and I'm here to do another little snippet. So I started the job Tuesday, worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, was off Friday, and woke up Friday morning sick. So just like allergy type stuff with like itchy eyes, itchy ears, postnasal drip. So I'm not camera ready this morning, and so that's why we're filming overhead. But we ended up having to give our Michael Bolton concert tickets away. I was so disappointed. Hopefully he'll come back to the shows one day, because that really was like, you know, I don't know. I hate when things like that happen, whereas, you know, nobody's fault, and you just, things fall through when you're really looking forward to something. But anyway, we gave them to my younger daughter, and she enjoyed it. So I was at least glad that someone was able to use them. So I woke up this morning with more of like a sore throat and ears hurting when I swallow. And so I did a at-home COVID test. It was negative, and I'm waiting for a telemedicine appointment with my doctor this afternoon. So hopefully I'll be able to go back to work tomorrow. So it's been an adjustment, so I don't have a whole lot of stitching to show. I haven't been stitching anywhere near as much as I usually do, of course, because I'm exhausted in the evenings. But yesterday I did work on Autumn ABCs from Little House Needleworks. And I did get my goal finished. I don't know why my hands are red like that. But I was able to get the scarecrow words and then start on the scarecrow himself. I think I'm actually supposed to be done with the hat, but I did go beyond the row that I wanted to get done through, so that's where he is, where it is. I love the little scarecrow, he's so cute. This is a 36 count mushroom linen, and I may have said this already earlier in the video, but bear with me for repeating. So I did get that, some stitches in on that. And then last Wednesday, they did a stitch along over on Instagram for Lost and Floss Leanne, who we lost several years ago. They did a hashtag Leanne's Legacy sale, and all it was you had to put one stitch into a new start. And so I had this little piece, this little Annie Morris from Hands Across the Sea. I had it already kitted up. I had bought all of the stuff a while back. And so this is my first time stitching with a Veriswaz 103s. And I'm not sure where they fall as far as coverage goes, but I started off with one strand and I didn't like that coverage, so I moved it and started doing 2 strands, which I think may end up being a little tight in some spots, but I like the coverage a lot better. And these colors are just, you know, gorgeous. So this is a 37 count Russian tea cake. It's not the call for, but it was what the company that I ordered from had in stock. Where I ordered was Hoop and Frame. And I did work some one day at work on my let me take it off the board, my Bluebird of Happiness piece. So I got some stitches done in right here with one of the colors. Of course, I was supposed to be able to completely finish that color, but that did not happen. So I stitched on that one day during lunch in the car. So that's all I've stitched on. I haven't stitched on my Daily Age piece in a while. I haven't stitched on Elizabeth Weston this past week, so it's just going to be an adjustment period, and I have to figure out, you know, what I'm going to be able to do and what I need to let go. But I did get a little bit of haul and some stitchy kindness. I'd forgotten to include this on last video, last little snippet. I got this off of a stash unloading site. The book was only $5, you know, and I thought, oh, yay, good deal. And then the shipping was, you know, astronomical. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. I'll ask up ahead, you know, ahead of time what the shipping would be, because the shipping ended up being like $13. So it made it not so much a good deal. But anyway, I've always loved her stuff, and I think they're always going to be collectibles as far as her books and stuff, and so I went ahead and picked that up. Now, I am supposed to be participating in a Stitch Along over in Magazine Monthly Challenge group for the Where Flowers Bloom, I think is the name of the sal. I may have to adjust things. I don't know. I may mix that, but I really, really would like to do it. But this is what I picked up to do it on. This is a 28 count even weave in the color Ivory from Hobby Lobby. And then I just picked up the pearl cottons that I need. And of course it calls for, you know, regular flosses. I think it calls for Sullivan's, but I'm doing, I'm going to do whatever I have in my stash that I want to use. So, and then I did get my exchange piece in from my partner for stitching with Sandy's Autumn swap. So she sent me this little Prairie Schooler piece. Look at the cute little card. and the box had one of these apples on it, and I was so disappointed I had to cut it to get the box open, but I've got the, the envelope's got some on it. But she let me know that this is from Prairie Schooler book number 13, A Prairie Year. And I thought that's just so cute, little red schoolhouse. She did include this little apple. She said that this was on the back of the plaque, so she sent it if I wanted to re-put it on. She covered it in this little homespun fabric. I was thinking I could maybe glue it onto here and, hang this up somewhere. Then she also just sent me a couple little goodies, some apple cider mix, and some green apple wax melts. So that's all I've got for today. I'm going to go ahead and let this video run until the weekend. Yeah, let it run till the weekend. And hopefully I'll actually have some stitching to show you guys. I am currently working on finishing my exchange piece. I've got it sewn together and I just need to glue the trim on it. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'll make sure to get a little video of that before I send it out. And I'm going to let you guys go and see you later in the week. Hello everybody, it's Friday, September the 2nd. And I'm here to finish out the video for this week. So, it's been a little while since I filmed, I believe. I don't remember when's the last time I filmed. I went and got my hair cut today. She always does such a good job fixing it. I don't know why I can't do the same, but anyway. So, Labor Day weekend this weekend. I'm off on Fridays already, and so I have a 4-day weekend. Yay! Work went well this week. I really, really like this group a lot. I was home with my girls for 2 decades, from 1987 to 2008. And my first work family, after I went back to work, they were like a work family. And I haven't had that since I left there, since I left TVCC in Florence. That was a cardiology group that I worked for. And this group has that same type of feeling to it. And so I'm really liking it. And I'm just liking it. I'm enjoying the people that I'm working with. And the work is reasonable. Now there's some growing pains going on because someone's leaving. And they're having to shift staff around and add more staff and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's still a good place. So that's going well. Of course, it's cutting into my stitching time, but, that's to be expected. I'm expecting that to get a little bit better as time goes on and I get adjusted to this change. I have started bringing my stitching in so that we have about 45 minutes for lunch, the front especially, because we close the doors at noon and then we open them at 12:45. So I'm not having as much stitching time at lunch, but I have started bringing in my stitching so that I can stitch whatever I can stitch. I think I may start working on my daily age piece again during lunch, and then do whatever my main piece is in the evenings. So we are going to talk about plans in this video. I've made some plans for September. I'm having to pare down, of course, and kind of rearrange things, but that's just the way it goes with life changes. So we had our monthly stitching meetup yesterday, and we usually meet on the first Thursday of every month from 2 until 6 at Calico Rose in Florence, Alabama. If you live in the area, be sure to check out Serenity Stitchers of the Shoals on Facebook, and you will see information there. I did put a question out to our group. I only heard back from one person on Facebook. as far as, you know, where they fall with, you know, do we leave it on Thursdays? Are y'all okay with moving it to Saturdays? It's only one day a month. And so, you know, taking one Saturday a month to go and do something away from home, you know, is not bad. So, and I really would like to be able to be there the whole time. You know, I mean, this is, you know, I started this group. So, you know, to say, oh, you can start at 2, but I'm not going to be there till 4:30, you know, it's just, and, you know, I just don't, I don't want to miss it. So, anyway, the one person on the Facebook group said Saturdays would work good for her. There was only, there were 2 people there when I got there yesterday. One of them was one of the girls that works in the shop where we meet. She didn't stay very long, but she's doing amazing. She just started cross stitching and she's sitting there working on this piece, and, you know, I'm like, what are you working on? And she'd had like a barn drawn out on the fabric, and she was basically freestyle cross stitching. I was like, look at you go, girl. And then my good friend Nina was there as well, and she was okay with moving it to Saturday as well. I still need to talk to Calico Rose, to Miss Betty. We talked about it before, and we think that Saturday will be a okay day, but I just need to follow up with her. But I'm thinking that future months from October forward, we're going to move it to Saturday. I don't know if it's going to be for sure the first Saturday. I'm hoping it can be. If not, then we'll, you know, adjust accordingly. So, tonight, my husband and I are planning to go make a run to Huntsville. I have a coupon from DSW, and I really need some new work shoes, you know, some tennis shoes to wear to work. And it's a really good coupon. It's like $30 off a 50 or more purchase, so I don't want to let that pass by. So, that, and I want to go to Sephora. I got a sample of some concealer in that I tried today, and I really like it. So I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera or not. I always look much worse on camera than I do in real life, as far as, you know, blemishes and stuff being covered up, but I was really impressed with it. So I'm gonna go check that out, and then we'll have supper. Man, that was a lot of intro. Okay, so what have I stitched? I've basically just been working on this Bluebird of Happiness. This was my one of my Whip Go pieces for last month, and I was not able to finish my goal. Whip Go you have all year, but I try to do it in the month. So I am planning to work on this. I worked on it yesterday, the 1st. I'm going to work on it today, and then the 3rd. And hopefully I'll be able to get all of those, the tree completely done, including the blossoms. So that's what I've been working on. I love it. I really would love it if I could get even more of it done. But we'll see. I did get some more of the Impress nails in, and this is one of the shorter packs. It didn't really say a size on it, and they're really small. So, but anyway, they're working a lot better than those super long ones did, and I love the color of them. So hopefully that'll let my nails grow out and get healthy again. So that's all I've been stitching on. So as far as plans go for September, I'm basically going to go to a certain number of days on a piece rotation. Not necessarily evenly divided. Like I said, I'm doing 3 days on that piece. Every other Sunday I work on my temperature chart, and so when I work on my temperature chart, it doesn't take very long to stitch on that, to get those 2 weeks in. And so that day I'm also going to work on that new sale that we're doing over on Magazine Monthly Challenge Group. Just a small handful of us are participating, but it's the Where Flowers Bloom. I showed y'all the even weave that I got for that earlier in this video. So I'm going to work on that piece when I work on my temperature chart, which will be twice this month. And so I'm going to work 3 days on my Christmas club ornament, and then I have a new start. I'm starting this for my daughter, my older daughter's birthday, which is on the 9th. It's not going to be for her. I mean, unless she says, Mom, I love that, I want it. But I just don't want to always give my kids cross-stitch because I don't know if they really care about getting it. So, but anyway, I'm going to start this in honor of her birthday. She loves butterflies and she loves purple like I do. So it just makes me think about her. So I had been wondering what fabric I was going to use to stitch this on. And, you know, every day it's like, man, I really need to dye some fabrics. I really need to dye some fabrics for upcoming projects. And, you know, it just doesn't happen. So when I was at Stitching Group last night, Miss Nina brought her piece of even weave that she's doing Rosina Desiree on, and she's not stitched on even weave before. So we spent some time, you know, I spent some time showing her how to stitch on even weave, and she's going to practice some more before she starts. That sampler also has some over one on it, and so she wanted to practice a little bit more before she did any. But she pulled this piece out that she had dyed, this piece of even weave, and she gave it to me. So I thought that this would be just really, really pretty to stitch this on. Those greens and the purple on that blue. I mean, kind of like, you know, a blue sky. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to stitch this on. So thank you so much, Miss Nina, again. So that'll be a new start. I will spend just 2 days stitching on that. Then I'll go back to my autumn ABCs to try to get it finished before the first day of autumn. And then my next Whip Go piece for this month is going to be the Linen and Threads sampler from 2020. And my Whip Go goal was to stitch on it for 7 days, and so I will stitch on this for 7 days. So this is where it is currently. I'm stitching it on a 14 count oatmeal Aida with DMC 4211, and then the initials that are on it, which I may go back and pull the initials off, I don't know. But anyway, if I do initials, keep them on there. I'm stitching them in 550 DMC. So I will spend 7 days stitching on that. Then I'll have this other Whip Go piece that I will do. This is from a magazine. It is called, what's it called? I think it's called Winter Delight. Winter Daybreak. So, okay, this is the top. I mean, it's, you know, it's a symmetrical piece, so it doesn't really matter, but I do have it marked so I can keep where I am on the pattern straight. I think my goal was to get all of the gray done for Whip Go. I don't think that's going to happen because I'm only stitching on it 3 days. But like I said, Whip Go can go all year, so I can pick that up another time. But I love this piece so much, and I'm just using an even weave with some DMCs and some thrifted flosses. So once I'm done with that, I will stitch on Elizabeth Weston for the rest of the month and try to get her, try to get done with the page that was supposed to be finished in August, and then go on to the page that, you know, hopefully we'll get part of it done, maybe all of it, I don't know, for September. We'll see. So I've basically had to cut out doing magazine monthly challenge. Since I'm doing whip go, you know, I'm just going to focus on getting my whip go pieces, and then my other things that I normally want to stitch on, and any new starts I want to do. So that's all. That's all I've got to update you guys on. I did want to let you know about a fantastic show that I watched this last week. I don't remember if I said anything about this already on here. I know I posted about it on Facebook, so please forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but this is on Netflix, and it's called Bodyguard. Not The Bodyguard, just Bodyguard. And it's a British murder mystery, murder slash conspiracy, you know, crooked cops, that kind of thing. So is it 6 episodes? It's either 6 or 8 episodes. But it is fantastic. When I'm telling you guys, I love this show. I absolutely love this show. I think I want to go back and watch it again. And it had a really good ending to it. But, you know, lots of drama, lots of, you know, it's, you know, terrorism related and all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out if you have Netflix, for sure. And you like British, you know, police shows like I do. I finished that. What did I start watching that I wanted to mention to you guys? I don't remember. So anyway, I'm going to close this out for the week, and I'm going to let you guys go. Wish you a happy Labor Day weekend, and hope you get lots of stitching time in. I do have my exchange piece ready to stick in the mail. I'm going to video that when I'm done with this, and then I'll include a little clip of that in the next video. So be looking forward to that, and I will see you guys next week. Don't know where I'm going to go as far as my format goes. If I'm going to keep doing little snippets every day. I really would like to get into the routine of when I get home, do a little stitching snippet from the day before, you know, shower, get ready for bed, you know, that kind of stuff, supper, and then stitch in the evenings. But I don't know if I'm there yet, and so I may just do, you know, one video a week and upload it. We'll see. You know, just come along for the ride with me. Wherever we go, and that's it. So I love you guys. I appreciate you all for being here and for being patient and understanding with me as we go through life changes. But bye. I love you guys.